We begin tonight with the return to jail of former armed Governor Zaldy Ampatuan, a key suspect in the Maguindanao massacre case of 2009. Ampatuan returns on the eve of the promulgation of the massacre case. Ampatuan had been confined at the Makati Medical Center for 2 months after suffering a stroke. But the Quezon City court that is trying the decade-old massacre case ordered his return to jail so he can appear in court in tomorrow's promulgation. Elements of the BJMP and the Makati police fetched Ampatuan from the hospital at a little past 2 in the afternoon today. He was escorted to Camp Bagong Diwa, where Judge Jocelyn Solis Reyes will announce her verdict at 9 a.m. tomorrow. After 10 years in court extending over 3 administrations, the so-called trial of the century is coming to a close. Let's take a look back at the massacre case. Del Vera to give us more details.
On November 23, 2009, here in Sitio Masalay in Ampatuan Town, Maguindanao, 58 people were brutally murdered. Among the victims were the wife and relatives of Esmael Toto Mangudadatu, who was set to run for governor. He was to face then the Ampatuans for the 2010 national elections, challenging their decade-long hold on the province. According to Toto, he received information of the Ampatuans' plan to kill him. Thinking that the Islamic culture of respecting women would stand, he sent his wife, together with female relatives, to Sharif Agwak to file his certificate of candidacy on his behalf. As additional shield, they asked 32 journalists to join the convoy, but they were all brazenly killed in broad daylight. According to witnesses, the incumbent's son, Datu Unsay, and his men were already waiting for the convoy at 8 a.m. on November 23. Mangudadatu recalls receiving a call from his wife, informing them that they have been blocked by a group of men. Members of the convoy, as well as innocent passers-by, were taken to Ampatuan, Maguindanao. Here, they were shot mercilessly. To cover up the crime, the victims were immediately buried using a government-owned backhoe. On that day, Datu Andal Sr. allegedly called his son to ask for updates. Datu Unsay told his father that only media remained alive. The elder Ampatuan supposedly ordered the killing of the media men. 10 years later, the Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 221 will hand down its verdict Thursday. If found guilty, they can appeal the conviction all the way to the Supreme Court. If the verdict is not guilty, it will be the end game of what is now called the trial of the century. For News 5, Dale De Vera, we are One News.